Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about the law of sines given two angles and one side. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now for the sine law class, this will be the formula sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C, or you can have this formula. They will have the same answer class. It's either of the two. You can use this one or you can use this formula. Now, for the law of sines class, we can only apply this one if the triangle is an oblique triangle. Sir, what do you mean by oblique triangle? An oblique triangle is a triangle that does not contain 90 degrees angle. Because if a triangle does contain 90 degrees, example, this illustration, to find this angle, to find the sides, we can use the SOHCAHTOA, right? You still remember, class? The sine ratio, the cosine ratio, and the tangent ratio. So you can use the SOHCAHTOA in finding the angles and the sides. Or you can also use the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, you can use the Pythagorean theorem in finding one side. Now, for the oblique triangle class, if the triangle does not contain 90 degrees, we will be using the law of sines. So let's talk about this oblique triangle. So if this is angle A, this will be angle B, this will be angle C. Now, the opposite of this given angle A, that would be the opposite side. So, this is small a, side A. Opposite of this angle B, this will be side B. And the opposite of this angle C, this will be side C, small c. Always remember this one, class. In oblique triangle, opposite of this angle A, that's side A, small a. Opposite of this angle B, that's side B or small b. Opposite of this angle C, that would be small c. Alright, so next up, class, is we need to know that the sum of any interior angles of a triangle, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Once again, class, any kinds of triangle, the sum of these interior angles, it should be equal to 180 degrees. That's automatic, class. Any kinds of triangle, if it's equilateral, right triangle, isosceles triangle, any kinds of triangles, class, the sum of these interior angles, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Alright, so if you understand this one with regards to oblique triangle, we will be solving this one. Let's find the measure of this side and this angle. Alright, so let's start. So first step is we need to find the angle because we already have the given two angles. Okay, we already have angle A and angle C. Therefore, we can find angle B because we know that if this is our triangle, A, then B, then C, we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Alright, so angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, we can say that we have angle A that is 42 degrees. Let's substitute the value, 42 degrees. Plus, we don't have angle B, so copy angle B. Plus, we have angle C, that is 70 degrees, equals 180 degrees. Alright, combine like terms, so we can add this up. So, 42 and 70, or we can arrange, go ahead, let's arrange. 42 degrees plus 70 degrees plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. So, I just arranged, class, 42 and 70. So, 42 plus 70, that's 112. Degrees plus angle B equals 180 degrees. So to get the value of angle B, you can subtract both sides by 112 degrees, or we can just simply transpose 112 from left to right. So this will be angle B is equal to 180 degrees minus 112 degrees. So angle B is equal to 180 minus 112, that would be 68 degrees. That's it, class. That's the answer for angle B. Angle B is equal to 68 degrees. So this is 68 degrees. Alright, so angle B is 68 degrees. Alright, let's find the side, class. Once again, if this is angle A, opposite of angle A, that is side A, that's correct. So opposite of this angle C, this will be small c or side C. Once again, class, for the sides, small letters. For the angles, big letters. So, opposite of this angle B, that would be small b. Alright, so therefore, we need to find B and C. Side B and side C. So we already have angle B, that is 68. Let's find side B and side C. So once again, class, you can use this one or either this one. So let's use this one, class. Alright, so let's check if we can find B using these two ratios. Let's have sine A over A equals sine B over B. So do we have angle A? Yep, we have angle A. Okay, we have angle A. Do we have A, the value of A? Yep, we have A. Do we have angle B? Yep, we have angle B, that is 68 degrees. Do we have side B? Nope, we don't have side B. So we can use this one. We can use these two ratios to find B. Sir, question, can we use B, sine B and B, then sine C and C? Let's try that. To find B, class, you can use this one. You can use this one. You select, class. So let's try sine B over B equals sine C over C. So do we have angle B? Yep, we have angle B. Do we have B? Okay, side B. Do we have side B? Nope, we don't have side B. Do we have angle C? Yep, we have angle C. Do we have side C? Nope, we don't have side C. Therefore, we cannot use this one, class. Sir, why is that? Because we do have two unknowns. Because if you only have one unknown, therefore, we can find the value of B. In this scenario, class, we cannot find the value of B because we don't have B as well as we don't have C. So therefore, we'll be using sine A over A equals sine B over B. Alright, so let's use this one to find the value of B. So once again, we cannot use sine B over B equals sine C over C because we don't have C and we don't have B. We can only use sine A over A equals sine B over B. Alright, so substitute the value. So this will be sine, then our angle A, that's 42 degrees, over our A is 6 equals sine B. So sine, then our B, once again, plus this capital B is the angle. So we have 68 degrees over our small b, it's unknown. So simply copy B. Alright, and then cross multiply. So we do cross multiplication to find the value of B. So this will be B times sine 42. This will be sine 42 degrees B. Alright, B is equal to, so sine 68 degrees times 6. This will be sine 68 degrees times 6. And then to get the value of B, you divide both sides by sine 42 degrees so that we can cancel this out. Divide by sine 42 degrees. Alright, so our B is equal to, simply use your calculator, class. So let's use our calculator to find B. So I hope it's clear for you. So let's have sine 68 degrees. Alright, close parenthesis, times 6. Alright, then equals sine. So you will have 5.5631. Let's divide this by sine, divided by sine 42, then degrees. Close parenthesis, equals sine. So our answer is 8.313. After 3, that is 9. 8.313. So 8.313. 8.313. So we need to have the nearest hundreds. So after 1, that is 3. Once again, class, we need to select 2 decimal places. So after 1, that is 3. Therefore, we need to round down. Simply copy 1. Alright, so this will be 8.31 for B. That's it, class. This is 8.31. Alright, let's find side C. Alright, let's find side C, class. That's it for side B is alright for this one. So let's find side C. Alright, so to find sine C, let's check, class, if we can use sine B over B and then sine A over sine C. Let's check. Sine A over A is equal to sine C over C. So do we have A? Okay, this angle A. Yep. We have this one. Do we have A? Yep, we have side A. That is 6. So once again, class, we will be using this ratio because we need to find C. So we have angle C, that is 70 degrees, but we don't have the C, this side. So therefore, we can use this formula because we only have one unknown. So let's check class if we can use sine B over B equals sine C over C. Alright, sine B over B equals sine C over C. Do we have angle B? Yep. Do we have B? Yep. We already have B. Yep. Do we have angle C? Yep. We have angle C. Do we have side C? Nope, we don't have side C. Therefore, we only have one unknown. You can also use this formula. So it's either of the two class, you will have the same answer. So once again, you can use this one or you can use this one. Either of the two class. You can select either of these two. You will have the same answer. Alright, let's use this one. Sine A over A equals sine C over C. Once again, class, this is just the same class. Okay, A over sine A is equal to C over sine C. You will have the same answer, class. So let's use this one. This will be sine. Then our angle A, that is 42 degrees. Over our A, small a, that is 6, equals. So sine. Then C, angle C, that is 70 degrees. Over, then we're looking for C. We don't have the value of C. So simply copy C. Then we do cross multiplication. Cross multiply. Alright, so this will be, you multiply this one and this one. So let's have multiply this one. Sine 42 degrees times C. So copy C equals sine 70 degrees times 6. Alright, so this will be, divide both sides by sine 42 so that we can cancel this out. Divide by sine 42 degrees. So C equals, so once again, simply use your calculator, sine 70 times 6. So, sine 70 degrees, close parenthesis, times 6 equals, alright, that's 5.6381 and so on. Divide by sine 42 degrees. Do not forget degrees, close parenthesis, equals sine. So you will have 8.426426. So 8.426. So after 2, that is 6. So we need to round up. So once again, we need to have two decimal places. After 2, that is 6. This will be C is equals to 8.43. Round up, class. Because this is greater than 5. 5 or greater, you need to round up. Alright, that's the value of your C, class. That's it, class. All set. 8.43. Alright, that's it, class. That's how you find, okay, that's how you find the value of the sides and the angle. So I hope you learned something new today. So the next part of our video, class, will be still law of sines and given one angle and two sides. In this part, class, this will be quite tricky. So that will be the next part of our video. I will just put the link on the description down below. Alright, once again, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. You have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.